In this video, you're going to be taking a look at the Hoth Rebel Trooper for the Saga line. So I used to own this action figure back in 2003. I think I got him for Christmas of 2003, if I recall correctly. And I kept him in great shape for all those years. Unfortunately, in around 2015 or so, I went ahead and sold him. And it's because at that time, I didn't really have much of a Hoth collection of any kind. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and part ways with him since he was an outlier. I really wish I didn't. It'd be, if he was still in my collection, the original one, he would look just as good today as he did then, probably. All the accessories were there. There was no yellowing of any kind. It's unfortunate that I decided to do that. But now I have one reunited in my collection, brand new. And hopefully have this for many years to come, quite frankly. So I wanted to show this off in the package first before opening it, because I don't think I've really showed any of these Saga action figures specifically brand new in the package. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to show one, and especially a significant one to me. It's definitely not the best Hoth Rebel Trooper we've ever gotten, but you know, he's good enough. A good way to fill out some background displays. So it says Hoth Trooper there, the image of a Hoth Rebel Trooper there. Empire Strikes Back. A little description about him there. Showing off some of the key components about him. And some of the other action figures from the line there. I do have a video for R3PO. Not sure if it's going to be up before or after this video, but there is one coming. Really want to get a hold of that Snowtrooper again at some point. And a few of these other ones I wouldn't mind getting. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this guy up. And unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be an easy one. Display stand. You know, I distinctively recall the original one I had. I think he had a darker color stand. So perhaps it's not consistent with all of them where they come with, or the action figure comes with a very specific colored stand. It might be just randomized. Let's see here. So this rifle's got some tape around it. I don't think this guy is a repack at all. I think he was an entirely new action figure for the time. You can see he kind of has like a Power of the Force style stance. And he does have a little bit of that buffness about him. Which kind of leads me to believe that he may have been a repack. I'm not entirely sure. I don't recall seeing this guy in any other package besides this. Before I put all the accessories on him, we'll just go over the articulation right now. He does have the swivel at the neck there, and swivel shoulders, swivel waist, and then swivel hips. It's pretty basic. Head sculpt's pretty good. Very frightened expression, I guess. Which who wouldn't be seeing all those AT-ATs coming in. Does have the goggles sculpted on his hat there, scarf around it. As for his uniform there, it looks like maybe thermal detonators or a comlink of some sorts. And he does have his rank badge there. Or he does have a comlink there, so maybe those are supposed to be like grenades. Does have a patch there. Does have a pistol sculpted in his holster there. It's not removable at all. It's interesting they did that. Not too often you see Hasbro do anything like that. And his belt there does have a few pouches. And for his legs and his boots there. kind of recall this backpack being a little bit of a pain to try and put on this guy. Pretty large pack there. The antenna, a little bit of detail in it. If you do rotate it a certain way, it does want to bulge out even more. So if you tried rotating them all around, probably fall off. Seems to be staying in place okay. Of course, I'm sure he fits pretty good on a stand. And he does. Then, here's his rifle here. It does have a scope and a strap on it. Looks pretty good. Looks like a rifle almost from our world. It is a very thin rifle though. As you can see, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It is a little flimsy. But you can't get this around his arm there. I don't think you can really get the cross so much. Sometimes like this. And it'd be kind of awkward like that. Could use his backpack to help keep it in place. Having it looped over the antenna there. Well, of course, like that. Most of the time, though, I think I usually kept it in his hand, which he holds it pretty good. But of course, you can't really get him to hold it with two hands, so it's just kind of like that. And I will bring out a TVC Hoth Rebel Trooper here. This is the one that debuted in TVC 2.0. They look pretty good side by side. See the differences. The rifles almost look about the exact same. Just a little bit of a different color. But I'm glad to have this guy reunited in my collection. If you're a big fan of Hoth Rebel Troopers, then he's definitely a perfect candidate for you. Or Hoth Troopers of any kind, quite frankly. Probably not going to be your forward front Hoth Rebel Trooper for photography or videos or anything like that. But he's good for a background display. I have a long history with this guy, so I'm glad to have him reunited with my collection. And I hope he stays with me for a long time. And I do hope to get a lot more of the Hoth Rebel Troopers at some point. There's some really good ones from the Legacy Collection, for instance, and I think even 30th anniversary. So we'll see. But anyways, that concludes this review and unboxing. I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for plenty more reviews in the future. There will always be more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate all your support. And check out some links in the description if you haven't done so already. As always, thanks for watching.